Did you know that honeybees can recognize human faces? Yes, it's true. They can remember and recognize things just like we do. Today we're buzzing into the world of bees, wasps, and hornets. Now you might be wondering why we're discussing these little, often misunderstood creatures. Well, it's because they play an incredibly important role in our big, wide, wonderful world. Not just in our gardens or parks, but in our entire ecosystem. You see, these buzzing buddies are more than just the bearers of honey or the cause of a pesky sting. They're nature's little superheroes, each with their own special powers and roles to play. For instance, bees, with their remarkable ability to recognize human faces, are also the world's most important pollinators. They help flowers bloom and crops grow, making sure we have plenty of delicious fruits and vegetables to eat. Then we have wasps. They might not make honey, but they're amazing pest controllers. They help keep the population of other insects in check. So, next time you see a wasp, remember, they're doing us a huge favor. And let's not forget hornets. These creatures might seem a bit scary with their size and loud buzz, but they too play a crucial role in our ecosystem. Hornets are nature's recyclers. They help break down organic material, returning essential nutrients back to the earth. Each of these buzzing beings, bees, wasps, and hornets, have their unique characteristics and roles, making them an integral part of our ecosystem. So if you thought these creatures were just about stings and honey, buckle up, because we're about to dive into the buzzing world of bees, wasps, and hornets. Ever confused a bee for a wasp, or a wasp for a hornet? Well, you're not alone. Let's take a trip down Buzz Lane to meet our buzzing buddies. First up, we have our fuzzy friend, the bee. Now, bees are like the hard-working gardeners of the insect world. They spend their days hopping from flower to flower collecting nectar and pollen, and while they're at it, they help plants reproduce by pollinating them, kind of like a mailman delivering a very important letter. What's more, bees are the ones responsible for that sweet, sticky honey you love so much. So, the next time you're spreading honey on your toast, remember to thank a bee. Next on our Buzz Lane tour, we have the wasp. Now, wasps might seem similar to bees at first glance, but they're more like the pest controllers of the insect world. They feed on other insects, helping to keep their populations in check. Unlike bees, wasps have a slender, shiny body, and they don't produce honey. And while they might seem a bit scary with their sting, remember, they're just trying to protect themselves. Finally, we have the hornet, the big cousin in this buzzing family. Hornets are larger than both bees and wasps, and they have a distinct color pattern, usually a combination of black, white, or yellow. They also feed on other insects, acting as a natural pest control service. But don't worry, they're usually not interested in your picnic. They're more focused on their next insect meal. So, to sum up, bees are the fuzzy, honey-making gardeners, wasps are the shiny, slender pest controllers, and hornets are the big black and white or yellow insect hunters. Remember, each of these buzzing creatures plays an important role in our world. From pollinating our plants to controlling pests, they're all part of the delicate balance of nature. So, next time you see one of these buzzing creatures, you'll know exactly who you're dealing with. Did you know that a wasp could be a gardener's best friend? That's right. Wasps are like the security guards of the garden. They patrol around looking for caterpillars, spiders, and other pests that could harm the plants. Once they find these pesky intruders, they swoop down and take them out, helping to keep the garden healthy. But wasps aren't the only ones who eat insects. Bees too have a taste for the occasional bug, however they mainly stick to a sweeter diet. Bees are famous for their love of nectar, the sweet, sugary liquid produced by flowers. Can you imagine having a diet that's mostly made up of dessert? Talk about a sweet tooth. Now let's buzz over to the hornets. Hornets are like the big, tough cousins of bees and wasps. They're known to eat large insects, spiders, and even other hornets. Yes, you heard that right. It's a bug-eat-bug world out there. And here's a fun fact. Did you know that honeybees actually communicate with each other through dance? Yeah, dance. When a honeybee finds a good source of food, it returns to the hive and performs a special dance to share the location with the rest of the colony. That's their version of saying, "Hey guys, there's a great snack over there," but the magic doesn't stop there. Bees are the only insects that produce food humans can eat, honey, and it's not just a sweet treat. Honey has been used for centuries for its healing properties. It's packed with antioxidants and is often used as a natural remedy for coughs and colds. And here's something else to think about. Every third bite of food you eat is there because of pollinators like bees. They help plants reproduce by transferring pollen from the male parts of a flower to the female parts. So, without bees, we wouldn't have many of the fruits, vegetables, and nuts we enjoy every day. So, it's not all about stings and buzzes, these little guys have some tricks up their sleeves. Ever heard of the killer bee? Sounds scary, right? But there's more to the story. In our buzzing world we've got many types of bees, wasps, and hornets. Each one is unique, and yes, some of them can be a little bit dangerous. But don't worry, they're usually more interested in flowers than in people. Take the killer bee, for instance. Its official name is the Africanized honeybee. It's called killer because it's more aggressive than other bees. But here's the twist. It only attacks when it feels its hive is threatened. And guess what? Its sting isn't any more dangerous than a regular honeybee's. Then there's the Asian giant hornet, often dubbed the murder hornet. Sounds terrifying, doesn't it? This hornet is the largest in the world and its sting can be very painful. But it isn't out to get us. It's actually a predator of other insects, including bees. And let's not forget the yellow jacket wasp. These guys are known for their bright yellow and black striped bodies. They can be a bit aggressive if disturbed, and their sting can certainly pack a punch. But they're also spectacular pest controllers, gobbling up flies, spiders, and other bugs. Now, onto the European hornet. Despite its intimidating size, it's less aggressive towards humans than some of its smaller relatives. It's a night flyer and a great pollinator. So it's not all bad news. And finally, the common honeybee. Despite having a sting, it's generally friendly and less threatened. It's also a superstar in the world of pollination, helping our plants to grow. The truth is, these creatures might seem scary, but they're not out to get us. They're just doing their job in the ecosystem. They pollinate flowers, control pests, and some even make honey. So, while some might have a killer reputation, remember, they're more about buzz than bite. Think we could do without bees, wasps, and hornets? Think again. These buzzing buddies are the unsung heroes of our ecosystem. They play a crucial role in pollination, a fancy term for plant matchmaking. By transferring pollen from one flower to another, they help plants reproduce. This process is vital for the growth of fruits and vegetables that make our meals colorful and nutritious. But their contribution doesn't stop at the dinner table. They also help in the growth of flowers that paint our gardens with vibrant hues. It's like they're nature's little artists, splashing color across the canvas of our world. And let's not forget about honey. Bees produce this sweet treat that we love to drizzle on our pancakes or stir into our tea. In fact, a single bee colony can produce up to 60 pounds of honey a year. That's a lot of sweetness. So, the next time you enjoy a beautiful garden or a spoonful of honey, remember to thank our buzzing friends. Think you've become a bee, wasp, and hornet expert now? Let's test your knowledge. First question, do you remember what honeybees use to make their sweet treat? That's right, they collect nectar. Moving on, can you guess which of our buzzy friends is the most dangerous? If you said the Asian giant hornet, you're spot on. Alright, next one. Which insect is known for its role in pollination, helping our flowers and crops grow? If you're thinking bees, you're right again. And finally, do you know which one of these insects lives in a colony? Yes, it's the honeybee. Well done, everyone. You've certainly learned a lot about our buzzing buddies. So, that's a wrap on our buzzing journey. Remember, every creature has a role to play in our world, even the smallest ones. Until next time, keep learning and stay buzzed.